Hey there, music friends, and welcome back for another reaction and analysis video. Today, you and I are going to be listening to the second single from Estepario Siberiano's new group, The Cost, and this is called Into the Drone. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts on this music today down in the comments section.
Finally found the time, never went too far. Somewhere on the way, you stopped to see the light. The mason and the stone, bitter winter's bone, pulled you way down under, deep into the drone. The Leviathan stood on my...
Woo! Wow. A lot of people told me that, you know, in the last video, Estepario was not showing off. He was not doing any of the crazy stuff that he does. And he never does show off. I didn't mean to say that. You know, he just has such skill. And I even thought that he was pretty simple in that last one. He was playing within the band, which was what you're supposed to do as a drummer. But in this one, he is giving us a little bit more. He's still playing within the band. He's doing it the right way. But did you hear some of those fills? I mean, some really quick stuff there. Just little things. Digga-digga, digga-digga. You know, he had a couple of those in there as he's playing with that bass. And that bass was pretty sick, the way it was dropping there. Let's listen a little bit more and listen for those things that he's kind of adding in. And that is just a sick way to begin this song with that guitar and the bass and everything.
You finally found the time, never went too far.
That was one of those examples right there. Check it out. What a fill. See, there's an example right there where Estepario is just playing right along with the guitars because they're doing that gadow, 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 and he's got this right along with them. He's accenting what they're doing, and that's what the drummer's supposed to do. Oh man, that is so sick. That whole guitar and bass line along with the drums, that is so sick. I thought I saw the bass drummer there though, doing a little slapping too. That was pretty cool, adding that in there. Yeah, he is slapping. So if you're not familiar with it, slapping is a thumb technique where you're kind of strumming on that guitar string with a very stiff, hard thumb, and you're strumming through that string, and you get a very unique sound, kind of a bounce, bounce, bounce.
You wonder how you know, or even if it's true, the calling of an angel, message with a view, the secret of the ride, coercion of your mind, the sacrifice you'll know in this commission show. The Leviathan stood a mind above to grant all that you wanted.
And that was kind of a classic part there where they played a bedo, 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 and then we had the guitar finish it with this this little run. But then the second time they did it with that ba-down, 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 instead of going up, they went down. Ba-do-do. it went down low. So you may not even been able to hear that, but that's kind of classic stuff there. You know, you're kind of adding a little variation into that. I like that fact that we have that bass guitarist. You know, he's using slap technique and he's using the fingerstyle technique too. So he's got two different techniques going on in the same song. Man, I love this singer's voice. This singer's voice, I love that little bit of raspiness, that little bit of growliness in his voice. So sick. And Estepario Cibriano is just killing it back there. He's playing within the band. Man, he is doing such a fantastic job. But he's one of those special drummers. He's not just back there just keeping the beat or just letting everybody know where they're at. He's adding in these complicated fills, and they're so quick, so in time, and they just really help everyone else here. You know, he's filling in those spaces between what they're doing, so they have a better sense of time and feel on where everything is placed in the music and the arrangement. Oh man, how do you go from transitioning into this section here where everything's so hard and just hitting so hard? And during this section, they didn't show the bass guitarist, but I feel like what he was playing there, he went back to the slap technique, just the sounds that we were kind of getting there. But then all of a sudden we have this wild transition into this open section where it's slow and not much going on. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we saw it. He was using slap.
So you went into the pines, thought you'd leave it all behind, reminiscing of a time you saw it all yet you were blind. Never breathe a word again, never say the name and then run toward the heavy night.
So now we have kind of a double time feel by El Estepario. And that double time feel is when all of a sudden it sounds like they're playing, you know, double the notes and everything's gone faster. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it is going faster, which I don't think it is. I think they're just playing more notes within that same bit of time. But I want to back up a little bit here. And I just want to show you, and let you listen to what El Estepario does here with the song. So I said that he's putting all these complicated fills in, and it's still within the music, but just count how many times you hear a little gada coming from the drums just through this section, and you'll see he's adding so much extra in, but it fits within the music.
Never breathe a word again, never say the name and then run toward the heavy night. Someone to show you how, something to break you down. His decoration, what a revelation now. Somewhere to bend your throne, on the promise.
So we had about 6 or 7 little sections in there where he kind of added this complicated fill in underneath what everyone else was doing. And you may not have noticed that because it fits with everything and it's not taking away. It's just filling that space to get to that next section. He is such a superior drummer, intellectually, arranging wise and everything. Gosh, this band is just amazing. These guys are going to go so far. I haven't seen what's going on with these songs on Spotify because I know that's where they're dumping their music. And I saw it's on Apple Music too. But it has to be blowing up. These guys are incredible. Incredible. That section was so in time too. That was such a great ending, especially with all that guitar stuff going on. And, you know, the sound that we were getting there with the guitar, you know, it's definitely something where they're muting the strings as they're playing. That's how they get that tuk, 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 that shorter sounding note. You know, they're kind of, you know, muting the strings a little bit. And it definitely looked like his right hand was muting, so he was doing a little palm muting on there, and that's how they were getting that. Holy cow, people. That was incredible. After listening and watching that first song that they released, I thought, man, this band, these guys are just 3 super bad dudes. They are amazing on their instruments. Where did these guys come from? And people were telling me that, you know, these aren't just any old dudes that are playing with El Estepario. You know, they've studied, they've just, you know, they're on the same level as he is. And that's awesome that these 3 guys got together. I can think of a lot of groups where 3 people were in the band and they went on to have legendary careers. And I have a feeling that this band here, The Cost, is going to just be one of those bands. They're going to go down as legends. You don't have that kind of skill and that kind of playing and arranging and everything and not go down as a legend. I think these guys are heading that way. These guys are world-class musicians. I don't care, you know, what style you play. If you're amazing and you're good, you're going to go a long way. And these guys are amazing. I love listening to this song. I can't wait to hear more from them. You know, according to El Estepario, they've got a lot of songs in their vault, and they're working on them, and they're going to bring those out as soon as they can, and I can't wait to get to them. This has been a fun ride, watching him with all of his drumming videos, and now we got this band, The Cost. And they're not just some band, they're an amazing band. Amazing. Don't forget to check out that description down below. Man, I put those links down there for all of you. Go check out this video without my commentary. You know, get them some views. Also, check out the links that I have down below where you can go and buy their music. Man, that's a great way to support the artist. I mean, they work so hard. They deserve your support. Make sure to go and do that. There's also links down there for my channel, ways that you can help support me, like memberships. If you become a channel member, you get early access to videos like this before everybody else does. You get priority comments. So you get to, comment to me and I get to comment back and we have a little chat back and forth. There's some other pretty cool perks too. If you do that, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, this video is brought to you by Bang Cookies. Man, these cookies, I just can't say enough about them. I bought them over a year ago and I've been buying them off and on since. But I bought them with my own money. They had no clue who I was. And I really don't have any other affiliation other than I have a code that I can share with all of you. And, I'm sharing this thing that I found. And that's why I'm doing this. These cookies are amazing. They're chewy, ooey, gooey. That's the way I like my cookies. There's a little bit of crunch on it, which is great too, if you like that. So a little crunch on the outside, a little chewy, gooey on the inside. They're organic cookies. They're big cookies. I know the price seems large, but they're a big cookie. So, sometimes you need to share the cookie too. You can't have it all yourself. But I do have a code. It's an affiliate code so that you get to save money. You get to save 10% if you go and make an order. And if you do, I appreciate it because you're helping to support the channel. I get a little bit from that also. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps out my channel, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you don't have money to spend, but you still want to help support the channel, some free things you can do: click that subscribe button. Click the like button. Leave a comment down below. Those are things that YouTube looks at and says, hey, this is a good video. Let's send this out so more people get to see this video. So if you do that, I thank you. If you enjoy El Estepario and the cost as much as I do, all you have to do to keep watching is click on another video you see on your screen. Man, I can't thank you enough for spending this time with me. I know we're all busy, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you'll come back and watch and listen to more music with me. I really do. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.